congénita rubella, technical English, Sara Barahona Insueta, Dr. Moscoso, mail, sabarahonab@gmail.com. Definitions. Congenital rubella syndrome is an illness resulting from rubella virus infection during pregnancy. When rubella infection occurs during early pregnancy, serious consequences such as miscarriages, stillbirths, and a constellation of severe birth defects in infant can result. Applications in nursing. Vaccination. The rubella vaccine is a lead attenuated strain that has been in use for more than 40 years. A single dose gives more than 95% long-lasting immunity, which is similar to that induced by natural infection. Rubella vaccines are available either in monovalent formulation or more commonly in combination with other vaccines such as with vaccine against measles, measles and mumps, or measles, mumps, and varicella. Pros and cons. Pros. Most healthcare professionals believe in their effectiveness. Prevent life-threatening illness. Protect you when you travel. Receive it once and be protected for life. Mostly simple and painless. Cons. Most vaccinations are only 95% effective. Some people are more susceptible than others. It is not possible to eradicate all disease. Contradiction to moral belief. Immunity lasts longer if it is created by natural circumstances.
A small pinch At the end of the day, vaccines prevent disease. That's all that they do, and that's the end of the story.
It's the call being heard around the nation from doctors, from health experts, from moms. In the wake of the measles outbreak, 88 confirmed cases and growing, the debate to vaccinate has pulled up a chair at many kitchen tables. With more resources than ever feeding parental decisions, doctors have found their role increasingly crucial.
The very first thing I tell them is not to Google anything. Because Dr. Google is not your friend.
Claims that vaccines are linked to autism or other autoimmune diseases reached a peak around 2006 after big-name celebrities came out with books and articles discrediting the medications.
A lot more parents were coming in worried about it. They were refusing the measles, the MMR vaccination because of that. But over the years, that has started to die down.
To hold real still. Can you do that for me? Can you hold real still?
People want answers. They want somewhere or something to pinpoint it onto, and until they get that, I don't know if that notion will really ever go away.
Mom of two, Lauren Fernandez, is having her children fully immunized.
And I think it's important that people are getting their information from the right sources and not, necessarily from the hearsay.
But says articles, both pop culture and scientific, can cause a parent to question the safety. State epidemiologist Dr. Tina Tan.
There have been many, many studies that have been convened and looked at by the Institute of Medicine, by the American Academy of Pediatrics, that basically, again, always point toward the evidence showing that these vaccines are safe and effective.
Its applications in Ecuador. According to doctors, immunization should be applied this is necessary time because the vaccine components stabilize and are they at their maximum level of effectiveness. You should also consider that risk factors for contagious disease are early stage of growth in the case of children, as well as pregnancy or advanced old age. The country does not require any other type of vaccines, but the authorities of the Ministry of Health recommend to take into account the following vaccines: cholera, diphtheria, tetanus, hepatitis A, hepatitis B, polio, rabies, and thyroid fever.
I think this is the most informal video I've ever done. Hello, it's Tuesday, and I'm going to start doing videos that are going on my sort of April playlist. They're to do with me getting ready for the trip, buying in all my equipment that I need. I'm going to talk about the jabs I need for this trip, which is nice. I went to the doctor yesterday, and I've had the first jab that I need. I need yellow fever, and I need a typhoid. I'm not going to lie, I don't like needles. I don't think there's anyone out there that really likes being stabbed in the arm. It's not fun.
Conclusion. Rubella is contagious viral illness that is generally mild, causing a fever, rash, and swollen glands. However, is contracted but modest during the first 10 weeks of pregnancy. This can cause major congenital abnormalities in up to 90% of infected babies. Although increases vaccination rate have led to a steady decline in the number of rubella cases. It is important that women considering becoming pregnant should be checked for rubella immunity and vaccinate if necessary. checking for immunity to rubella during pregnancy is also recommended.
The importance of immunization. Getting immunized is an important aspect of maintaining a healthy body, but not everyone appreciates the importance of vaccination. Vaccines defend against preventable diseases that can cause a number of serious complications, including amputations of major body parts, limb paralysis, hearing loss, convulsions, brain damage, and even death. Many adults assume that the vaccines they received during childhood will give them lifetime protection against certain diseases. This isn't always true, however. In some cases, immunity can begin to fade in adulthood. Also, some people were never properly or fully vaccinated as children. For instance, newer vaccines weren't even available when some adults were children. Also, keep in mind that advancing age tends to leave people more vulnerable to diseases such as the flu. So what vaccine should you get as an adult? This is determined by a number of factors, such as age, lifestyle, health conditions, occupation, and any previous vaccines that were administered. Also, international travelers are often advised to get specific vaccinations. There's no doubt that vaccination works. In fact, it has led to a notable decline in U.S. cases involving multiple infectious diseases. Even so, many vaccine-preventable diseases such as measles, mumps, and whooping cough remain a serious threat. Vaccines can prevent the spread of these diseases by creating what is known as a herd immunity effect. This means that the large majority of vaccinated persons in a community can prevent the relatively few unvaccinated people from catching the disease. In this way, vaccines prevent an estimated 2.5 million deaths every year. Over the last 60 years, vaccines aided in the eradication of smallpox. They're also a big reason why we're close to eliminating polio. Vaccination is harmless and effective. All vaccines undergo extensive evaluation by doctors and scientists. Those who dislike needles may be relieved to hear that some vaccines can be taken orally. However you receive your vaccine, it's important to realize that immunization guards not just your own well-being, but that of others as well. We all have a responsibility to be accountable for the health of our loved ones, our communities, and our country. For more information, please visit Express Urgent Care online at www.xurgentcare.com.